On our hero's long and arduous quest to fell a god and mend the Elden Ring, he ventures past the golden capital Leyndell and the mountain tops of the giants deep into the consecrated snowfield until he finds himself in the Morgwyn Palace, where he faces off against the Lord of Blood himself. After our hero achieves victory, he has finally, at long last, gained access to the shadow of the Erdtree.
Elden Ring is fucking back, baby!
Miyazaki did it again. He made Peak the zenith of gaming as a whole. I don't care if this isn't even the best he can do. I'm so glad to be born at exactly the right time to die to a poison swamp. If you don't know Elden Ring, basically you are Elden John, and like every FromSoft game, you're on your journey to kill God. For some fucking reason. On your journey you fell demigod after demigod, inching closer to your ultimate goal of finally getting laid. On the average Miyazaki side quest, you find yourself in Detroit, Michigan, in an epic fight against the Lord of Incest. And after finally beating the allegations out of him, you can now finally... who the fuck are you?
Were you guided here by kindly Mikola?
Sorry, I'm waiting for Vati to tell me that. Hey guys, Ckrickie here, welcome to the literal Shadow Realm. Here we got fun little attractions like Ruined Castle, Military Camp, Giant Fire Golem. Ah yes, I love the smell of siege artillery in the morning. Oh, hello there, who are you? Oh god, I didn't know the Shadow Realm had high schools. This is some fancy drip. I wonder if there will be any more Berserk references in Elden Ring. I ain't reading all that. So basically these Skadu, Shadow, tree fragments can be traded in for a slight damage and defense buff. We have two options, the Ringed City or the same shit as RAAAA Lucaria all over again. Thank you, Miyazaki. Anyways, while I make my way through Los Angeles, California, let me introduce you to the new weapon types introduced in the DLC. We got... What the fuck is a light greatsword supposed to be? Isn't that just a normal sword then? Jeremy Fragrance? What the fuck were they smoking when I made this game? Please, I need it. Revered Spirit Ash? Ah yes, it makes my mimic stronger. Thank you, Miyazaki. Just what I needed. Alright, we can finally play the game now. Welcome to the first real DLC boss. It's two random guys on a blanket. As goofy as this boss may seem, he's got a banging soundtrack. He overwhelms you with quick attacks, constantly closing the gap, forcing you to not be able to see shit. The real boss fight is the camera. After some time, he enters the second phase, adding elemental damage to all of his attacks, switching the element every so often. From wind to lightning to ice, and also being resistant to every single one of them. Too bad he doesn't have fire though. Now, is the Elden Ring DLC as good as the base game? No, it's not. And it can't really be. The main thing that made Elden Ring special was that it was new. It was epic. You didn't know what to expect. No one did. No! You had to learn everything from scratch, like for example how the enemies act. Another special thing about Elden Ring was the NPC quests, and I don't know if it's just me, but I didn't really care about the NPCs in the DLC. Except this guy. This guy's Egon, and he's got a peculiar hatred towards Bale. Now, I don't know who he is, but he probably has some really interesting lore. But honestly, all that I need to know about Bale is that he's incredibly annoying to fight against, like every other dragon in any Dark Souls game. I fucking hate fighting against dragons, especially after Dark Souls 3. But they made this experience so good. Both the visuals and soundtrack are absolutely amazing on this boss fight. Plus, the constant slander from Egon makes fighting this guy actually better.
Curse you, Bale! I hereby vow you will rue this day!
rotten hide. With a hail of harpoons. With every last drop of my being.
Hey guys, welcome to my favorite boss, Pontiff of the Boreal Millennia. This is the boss that made me break my promise of not using Mimic Tier. She's the first major skill check of the DLC. This is kind of like Millennia all over again, with the difference that she just doesn't stagger at all. I can only imagine the development team keeping Miyazaki from adding lifesteal to her. Her moveset is elegant, quick, and goddamn does she hit hard. I ask again, Miyazaki, isn't it supposed to be a light greatsword? You won't be getting around learning her moveset and waiting for your turn to attack in between her combos. Good luck, greatsword users. Once she gets into her second phase, she gives every Dark Souls 3 player PTSD. She's also got this bullshit moon attack that pretty much insta-kills you before you remember you can actually jump in this game. Beating her requires genuine skill and a lot of trial and error, or you could use summons. Look, I'm not gonna judge anyone for using summons, but it really does trivialize some bosses to the point of making it feel like bullying. Elden Ring isn't a fair game, it just gives you the opportunity to be unfair too. Yeah, I'm sure that's absolutely nothing of note, that this is a normal occurrence in the Shadow Realm. Oh god, I'm totally supposed to be here. Sorry, I don't speak this dialect of brain rot. Can I please just speak to the manager? Guys, I'm starting to think he is the manager. Welcome to the poster child of the DLC. You like delayed attacks? Yeah, imagine every single one of his constant rapid fire of attacks is also very delayed, and also hits like a truck. You think they are telegraphed well, but then he just decides to do a different random attack you literally cannot physically react to. And let's not forget his 40,000 HP and his stupid amount of damage, staggering you into the entire rest of his combo. Honestly though, at this point that's just every other boss in the DLC, so let's just skip to... Yeah, no, throw everything from phase 1 out of the window. He's a fucking snake now. Halving your FPS, throwing very quick and huge attacks at you, while literally not being able to see anything at all.
Holy shit!
Now there's a few other notable bosses, but to be honest, I don't really feel like talking about them. We got the Hawk Rider from the hit game Clash of Clans. We got the Plants vs Zombie Sunflower. Ah yes, another celebrity ruined by drugs. And we got this guy, whatever this is. Also we got this old guy. Ah yes, fucking... Thank you, Miyazaki. After going through this mess of an area and beating the shit out of the Scorpion Lady, you can finally burn a tree. And again. I'm sure that is not going to have any consequences at all.
So that you might ascend.
After burning the tree, you can beat the shit out of Letta and her friends. Isn't that fun? They just gang up on you so you can gang up on them back. Final boss time, baby, it's fucking Radahn again. Yes, he's smaller, and yes, he's got a femboy by his side, but fucking hell, he's not easier. Like, literally every other boss in the DLC, he hits like a truck, staggers you through his combos, and one-shots you if he feels like it. This is the ultimate challenge FromSoft has put on you. And it shows by the sheer amount of different attacks this guy has. After losing only a quarter of his HP, he already enters his second phase. Going from beating the shit out of you to literally obliterating anything you've ever loved. Mainly it's your FPS though. I think it's genuinely impossible to dodge some of these attacks, so many have conceived the ultimate strategy to beat this boss, the all-hit build. Ah yes, truly, the pinnacle of skill. Now I decided to not use Mimic Tier for this fight and kill him using parries, which turns out might actually be easier than fighting him by just dodging, since you can never actually execute his full combos. Except when you miss. Now I've spent way too many hours on this boss, and out of all the DLC bosses he feels the most frustrating. So I can honestly understand why someone would want to take the easy way out. But remember, this is the culmination of your entire journey and the hardest wall you will ever face. sheer perseverance, he is very possible to beat. And that's the DLC. Yes, I skipped over a lot, but honestly I took way too long to make this video, so honestly who cares. In short, 10 out of 10 DLC, must buy, subscribe.